No, you are staying right here where I can keep an eye on you. And that's all there is to it, okay?
You really care about this baby, don't you?
Excuse me.
Lisa.
I have something to say.
Fine, I'll be with you in a minute.
No, not to you, to her. I want to talk to you alone, Vicky.
I told you, John, I know why Rachel is so angry at Jason. Please let me tell you.
No, Charlene. I told you I don't want you involved in this.
I can handle Jason.
I'm sure you can. If anybody could handle Jason, it had to be you. But I think that Jason ought to be the one to do the talking, not you.
Talking about what? What's going on that I don't know about?
Yes, Chief, I sure did. The paper, photos, great coverage. Congratulations. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Well, I guess this means that the final phase of our plan can be put into action, right?
How did this happen, Mac? I thought we stopped this.
You lied to me.
What are you talking about?
Damn, Marston, damn it.
What on earth's the matter? How did the press get a hold of that?
I don't know, but they did. Now the damage is done.
Corey Ayers in love with father's
Please,
accuser.
Iris.
Sorry. Where are you going?
I'm going to do what I've been trying to do for months. Put an end to this.
I think you should leave.
Lisa,
No,
I
I
think this is a very
just
good
need
time.
a few minutes.
I have nothing to say to you.
Good. Then you can listen.
Can it wait?
No.
Of course not. When Lisa has something to say, to hell with everyone else. Who cares if I'm pregnant or my blood pressure is high?
Are you really that fragile?
No, I'm not fragile.
I didn't think so.
You can go, Jamie.
Not if this is going to upset
It
you.
will upset me more if I don't get this over with.
I won't be long, Jamie. Trust me.
It's okay.
5 minutes.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me guess. You're here to apologize for all the nasty things you've ever done. You've given up on Jamie. He's all mine. You know, you're such a smart girl.
You are such a witty girl.
Oh, I'm wrong.
About everything.
Too bad.
I'm never giving up.
Lisa, do you really think that scares me?
I'm going to be Jamie's wife.
Oh, have you two set yet another date?
I'm not going to pressure him into making a decision now.
Wise choice.
It won't be long before he'll decide on his own.
Well, I wouldn't buy a gown.
You can pull out all the stops, Vicky. It won't matter.
Oh, no?
Jamie loves me. I make him happy.
Not if you keep him away from our child.
Well, I have no intention of doing that. No, once this baby is born and he's no longer a part of you, Jamie can spend as much time with his child as he wants and never be in the same room with you.
You're a fool.
He only spends time with you now to protect his baby.
No, not his baby. Our baby. You better get used to that.
I won't back off, Vicky.
Well, I told you before, that doesn't scare me, Lisa.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Am I interrupting?
No, of course not, Bridget. Lisa was just leaving.
Yes. I think I've made my point.
Everyone thinks she is so nice.
What did she say to you?
Oh, you know, Bridget, I knew she hated me. I didn't know she hated my child, too.
Oh, my dear, I'm so sorry. If I'd known she was going to be here, I'd have been here sooner.
She's wrong. Jamie is the father of my baby, and he is going to marry me.
Come on. Oh, dear.
Oh, Bridget. I'm not gonna give up. Never.
I think John should know why your hospice contract was canceled.
Rachel did it to us. Now, that's no secret, John.
The reason why is what I was going to tell him, Jason.
And I thought that you ought to be the one to tell him.
Yeah, well, you and anybody else are gonna have to wait a long time before I say one word about
This
it.
man is your partner, Jason.
Yeah, you are my sister. I don't believe you double-crossed me like this.
Jason, frame construction is as much mine as it is yours.
Yeah, well, what happened between Rachel and me is gonna stay inside our family.
Yeah, and what about the other families, Jason? The guys that work for you, what are they supposed to do?
You keep your mouth shut.
No.
All right?
John has to know.
Why?
He stuck by you when Rachel offered him the hospice contract because he's still loyal to you. Now, you owe him the same kind of loyalty. Do you tell him? Do I tell him?
Fine. Difference to make who tells him. All right? Go ahead.
Jason worked with Drew Marston.
What?
Marston was out to ruin Matt Corey, and Jason helped him.
Why, Jason?
I had a good reason, John. I did.
What could you possibly have expected to get in return? Or did you just want to see Mac burn?
There was a very important consideration, all right?
Cash.
Of course, the cash. That's where these big deposits came from, wasn't it?
I had to keep frame construction from going under, and I did.
At Mac's expense.
Well, it wasn't meant, it didn't start out that way.
Now,
That
you see, Marston cashed in his note.
was either pay up or go along with the plan to bring Mac down.
Yeah, you weren't about to pay up, were you?
I couldn't. I didn't have any choice. There was no other way out.
There's always another way.
Oh, yeah? You know about it, huh? Sure.
No wonder Rachel can't stand the sight of you.
John, where are you headed?
To call Zach Edwards. He's going to have to put together a lot of paperwork to dissolve this partnership of ours.
Mac, wait.
I believed Marston, Rachel. I was a bloody fool.
What are you going to do?
That rag of a newspaper has competition, the Daily Sentinel.
Well, what can they do about it?
Print the true story, rebut this scandal.
We have to drop it, Mac.
We can't do that.
Think of Amanda. If we rebut this story, it's going to make it worse for her.
We cannot have people believe that Amanda was involved with that slime.
Okay, all right, but if we're going to spread the story, at least we can talk to her about it.
All right, I will. I'm also going to pay a little visit to Drew Marston.
He's in jail.
Lucky for him. I might talk to Jason, too.
I'm going with you, then.
No, you're not.
Mac, I know you when you get like this.
Don't worry. Nobody's going to get hurt, not directly.
Well, then take Cass with you.
Why?
He's your lawyer. At least he can calm you down.
I don't want to be calmed down. I want to stay just as angry as I am.
Daddy? I'll wait up for you. What can I say?
You don't have to say anything, Iris.
Dear little Amanda. I know you brought her up to be her own woman,
have
but
to
when
make
this
a
sort of thing
call.
happens, it's such a scandal.
Cass, would somebody please page Cass? Thank you. Yeah, Cass, thanks. Cass? Yeah. Oh, we've got trouble.
I saw the newspaper.
Mac is on his way to Marston, to the jail. He's furious, Cass.
Okay, well, then I'm on my way over to Marston at the jail, too.
Great. I'm really worried about what he's going to do. Okay. Yeah, I know. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.
Daughters, I'm eternally grateful I didn't have any.
I'm very proud of my daughter, Iris. I love her very much.
Sons can make you unhappy, even miserable, but they don't bring on this utter humiliation.
You're gonna have to go all by yourself, Iris. I have things to do.
All right, cutie. You just give Mom and Dad some time alone together before you wake up, okay?
Hi, honey. How's the beautiful family?
One of us is asleep.
You're kidding, Swirl.
I thought you were going to be home an hour ago.
Well, I kind of, you know how I get. I get involved in a painting and I can't put the brush down, so.
You don't have to work now.
Ooh,
So why don't you come on in, sit down, relax.
that's not a half bad idea. You gonna relax with me?
Sure. Give me the paper.
No, that's not what I had in mind. Come here.
Oh, my God. I don't believe this.
Amanda, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
I knew things were too good to last.
Amanda, don't say that. I'm gonna find out who's behind this.
What difference does that make? I'm not gonna be able to walk down the street without somebody laughing
No,
at me.
that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, okay? Ada, hi, it's Sam. Look, can you come spend some time with Allie and Amanda? Yeah. Right away, if you could. Thanks. And, everything is gonna be all right.
No, it's not. Nothing is ever going to be all right again.
John, wait. Just relax. Don't rush into anything. We can work this out.
I'm not interested in working anything out.
We have been through a lot of things. We've come through them all, John.
Yeah, so have the guys in my crew. And you've used them.
I gave them work. And there'd be more work if you don't louse things up.
Jason, a bunch of guys trying to get their feet back on the ground and you use them for your own purposes.
They were making a living. You were doing well. I was. We were all prospering.
Well, from now on, if you prosper, you'll do it on your own.
John, just think about it. Just cool down and think about it for me.
Thanks, Charlene. I know this must have been hard for you.
You know, walk out on big bucks.
I'll call you tomorrow.
Thanks for nothing, Charlie.
You brought it on yourself, Jason.
Did I ever once turn my back on
I am
you
not gonna
when you
talk
were
to
in trouble, did I?
Calm down. Just get out of my way.
So, what happened between you and Vicky?
I told her I wasn't giving up on you.
Good.
She told me she was doing the same thing.
I bet.
I've made a decision. I hope you'll agree.
Yeah? Well, let's hear it.
I don't think we should get married before Vicky has her baby. I think her pregnancy would just... Oh, there are a lot of wild feelings flying around, you know. But I hope that we can resume what we had.
Well, I can't move back in with you. I can't, leave Matthew stuck with the apartment.
No, I know.
Then what do you mean by resume what we had?
Oh, I hope that we can spend more time together. Have dinner together.
Mm-hmm.
Lunch together.
Oh, I love lunch.
Make love every chance we get.
Miss Grady, the things you say.
I've missed you so much, Jamie.
I've missed you, too.
I'm never gonna let you go.
There is one thing, though.
What's that?
We'll have to be very discreet for a while. Otherwise, it'll drive a lot of people crazy.
How could this have happened?
I don't know. That's what I'm gonna find out.
How were those pictures released? Who's responsible for this?
Marston.
He's in
Who else?
He's in prison.
Yeah, I know that, but he must have arranged it somehow.
But why? What What could he possibly have to gain now? Why does he always want to hurt me?
Amanda, I don't know. But I promise you, I'm gonna find out why.
Sam, Amanda here? Yeah. Oh, darling. Oh, Amanda, I'm so sorry for you. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I had to see you.
Mac, I was just gonna come over and see you.
You and Mom must be going crazy.
Now, don't you worry about us. I want you both to know something. I talked to the editor of the Daily Sentinel. They're willing to publish a full refutation immediately, if that's what you want.
I don't know what I want. I guess that wouldn't make things any worse.
You're all right, darling.
Who could have done this?
I'm going to find them, and they'll pay for it. Now,
Why
you
would-
just take care of yourself.
What are you going to do?
I'm going back home. Take care of yourself, sweetheart. Sam.
Mac, hold on. I'm gonna go with you.
Where are you going?
Amanda, I'll be back soon. I promise, okay?
We'll call you as soon as we know anything.
Wow, this was childish, Jason.
Didn't back me up, Charlotte. You didn't stand behind me.
I told John what he had a right to know.
You're my blood. So I thought.
Look, there's only one person to blame here, Jason, and that's you. You should have leveled with John a long time
I
ago.
would have told him when the time was right.
Come on, Jason, this is me you're talking to. You weren't gonna say a word.
Well, your confidence in me just overwhelms me.
Well, you haven't done much to earn my confidence in you.
Well, it's a simple solution. You can leave.
Well, I might just do that, big brother. Just let you self-destruct all on your own.
I've been through a lot. A lot of years. I've been through things a lot worse than this.
You've gotta start being straight with people, Jason. Especially yourself.
I know. And John doesn't want to be my partner. That's fine. I'll get somebody else. So I better.
They don't come any better than John.
Listen to what I'm saying. I don't want him here.
What?
I don't want him on this property.
He is building my greenhouse.
No, he's not. I will build it.
No. If John wants to come out here, he is welcome. You cannot stop him.
He sets 1 foot on this property, he's got to be ready for me.
Oh, my. Oh, look at
What?
that. It's cute. Look at the dogs. Look at the way they've got.
Oh, yeah, that's from Jake. He brought it with the cookies because he knows how much I love nomination. What?
You know, I was looking, I've got a lot of cards there, but I don't think I ever saw one from Marley.
Oh, she came. She brought me those, pretty flowers. She came this morning.
Oh, aren't they beautiful, dear?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about Dr. Frame? I mean, does he come by often, or?
Oh, I wish you would come by more often. Bridget, do me a favor.
What is it?
When Dr. Frame comes in here, could you tell him how much I should go home?
Oh, but, dear, I don't...
Oh, shh. Here he comes. Here he comes.
But he's doing it. Oh, shh.
So, how's the patient?
Oh, I'm so wonderful now that Bridget's here to take care of me.
Yes, well, I do my best.
Well, that's good. I just came by to make sure you were comfortable before I leave.
Comfortable? You want to make me comfortable by putting this tight thing around my arm again?
That's what I was just saying. How nice it would be if Victoria could be home where I could take care of her.
Oh, Jamie, it would be so wonderful. She's such a great nurse. She would do all the cooking for me. Of course, it would still be my special diet, but she would do all the cleaning so the baby wouldn't, have too much pressure on it if I was cleaning. You know how much I vacuum and dust and...
Well, your pressure's down again. That's very good.
Jamie, that's great.
Dr. Frame, could I ask you a question?
Of course.
Well, isn't it possible that maybe Victoria could come home so I could take care of her day and night?
Vicky.
Please, Jamie, come on. She's like a mom.
Well, I mean, I would see that she took care of herself. I mean, I can promise you that.
Your pressure is still fluctuating.
Well, couldn't you check it at home? I mean, it only takes a minute or two, right?
That's not the point.
Okay, the point is for me to relax. And I can relax at home better because I won't have all the interruptions.
You'd stay with her, Bridget?
Oh, I would. I wouldn't take my eyes off of her. I mean, I could make a terrible pest of myself.
Oh, hover. She's the best hover.
What about your other responsibilities?
Well, I've already told Miss Donna that Victoria comes first until the baby comes.
All right.
All right?
All right, I'll talk to Dr. Peterson and get you released.
Jamie,
No, wait,
thank you!
What?
What?
If there are any complications whatsoever, and if you step 1 foot outside your apartment before I say it's okay, you're coming right back here and you're going to spend the rest of your pregnancy in this bed. Do you understand?
Oh, I will be so good, Jamie. Bridget, I'm so excited. Go call Mom and Dad. Tell them I can go home.
Oh, I do it the right way. My goodness, it's very exciting, isn't it?
Oh, thank you, Jamie.
Yes, well, I'm going to be keeping a close eye on you every day.
Oh, I will be so healthy, it'll be boring.
Well, just remember, if there are any changes...
Would you relax? You made the right decision. You won't regret it. Jamie, I'm glad Lisa didn't mess up my blood pressure.
Yeah, me too.
Did she tell you what she said to me?
Well, how did that go?
Oh, ask her. I'm sure she would rather tell you.
Okay.
I'm not going to let her upset me, Jamie. She will not hurt our baby.
Now, Mac, let me handle this, okay?
Don't worry, Cass.
I know you. When somebody does something to your family...
All I want to know is how Marston got those photographs published from a prison cell.
He obviously has powerful connections.
The takeover people?
Probably.
Well, why are they letting him sit in prison? I mean, they could certainly make bail for him.
One would think so, wouldn't one?
There has to be a reason, Cass. What is it? Don't you have any idea?
Well, look who's here. Nice you boys drop by and see me.
Mac! Mac! Please. Marston, we're here about the photographs. The ones in the newspaper.
What?
We have some questions for you.
And you're gonna answer them.
You're watching Another World.
Get a little closer with your friends on Ryan's Hope next.
Only on SoapNet.
You guys are talking about?
Come on, Marston.
Today's paper, Marston.
We don't get today's paper until tomorrow, after the censors get their grubby little fingers on them.
The photographs were in it.
The ones you said Mac had destroyed.
They were in the newspaper?
Oh, cut the play acting, will you?
You had another set, didn't you? How did you release them?
I didn't release anything. If I did, I'd get myself out of here.
You're gonna talk, or...
Look, I can prove it. Just call my lawyer in New York, or my ex-lawyer. You drop my case.
Well, who's handling it now?
No one. I don't have an attorney. All my assets have been frozen. I can't even make bail. I'll probably sit here and rot until I come to trial.
Let's get back to the photographs. You swore you didn't have another set.
I didn't. You got my only copies.
Well,
and
then
the
how
negative.
did the newspapers get those?
Maybe they got them from the photographer.
Jason Flynn.
Hello?
Evan, it's Rachel.
Oh.
Did you get my message?
Yes, I did.
Can you bring this stuff over as soon as possible?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. I just want to make sure that there's nothing else. No, I guess that's it.
Okay, so you're only going to be off for 1 day?
I think so.
Okay. Oh, I just spoke to Amanda.
So did I. She's devastated.
How that trash could get printed, you know, I just...
Well, it did. We have to deal with it.
Well, I mean, freedom of the press is all well and good, but when something is that damaging...
We have to contain the damage.
Okay, how?
We have to find out who was behind it.
You mean by finding out who gave the photos to the paper?
Mac and Cass are out now trying to get to the bottom of it.
Is there any leads?
Suspicions.
Would it be anybody that I know?
I do need some other papers. In my lower right-hand cabinet behind the desk, there's a whole stack of papers, reports, I think, that I should go over. Could you bring those two?
Yes, very well.
All right, I'll see you soon.
Rachel, you've been on that phone over an hour.
There are two other lines, Iris, if you wanted to make a call.
No, I was just remarking how busy you've been.
A lot of work to do, and I had to talk to Amanda.
Well, is there anything I can do to help? I don't mean with the business. I meant around here.
No, thank you, nothing.
I don't know what to do about that apartment of Michael Hudson's.
Excuse me?
You know, the one I'm thinking of buying? I told you about it.
Oh, yes, that was a lovely space.
Yeah, I suppose I'll settle on it. I will need a real estate lawyer to help me with the details.
I'm sure Mac can recommend somebody.
And a decorator. Between you and me, Donna Hudson is a zero in the taste department. The whole place is done in early attic. You must have more of these conversations. They're so stimulating.
Mom.
Hi, honey. Thanks for coming over.
I saw the paper on my way out of the hospital. I couldn't believe it.
Neither could I.
How's Amanda doing?
Mom's with her, I called her.
Good. You know, I've been trying to keep myself from going over to that newspaper building and blowing it up.
The thought crossed my mind, too.
I mean, how could this happen? I mean, I thought that doctoring photographs was illegal.
They weren't doctored.
What?
We've known about these photos for a long time.
You're saying they're real?
No, of course not. Marston attacked Amanda.
What?
And then had the pictures taken. It was all a setup.
He attacked? Who took the photographs? What kind of slime would do that?
You've got enough on your mind without worrying about this.
Mom. You know, life really bangs you around sometimes, doesn't it? I mean, you know, one day everything's going just peachy keen, and the next, you know, it kicks you in the teeth.
We're going to get through this. We'll get through all of it.
Yeah.
We will, honey. Tell me about Matthew.
Matthew,
How is he?
I called him right before I came over here. He's cooking dinner.
Dinner?
Yeah.
He doesn't cook anything. He only cooks brownies in the microwave.
Well, now he's making bachelor dinners.
Well, I'm sorry I've missed those.
Yeah, well, you know, he clued me in on his secret for making spaghetti sauce. He takes the water out of canned mushrooms instead of using real water. Yeah.
Darling. Did you tell him it was good?
Oh, he talks a better supper than he puts on the table, believe me. But he thinks it contributes, and so I smile and I say yum, yum a lot.
Is he seeing much of Josie?
You're still against that, aren't you?
I actually haven't had much of a chance to think about it. I was awfully glad to see you and Lisa together.
Well, Vicky is not.
So?
So I have to consider Vicky's feelings. Especially now. You know, Lisa wants us to live together again.
Are you going to?
Well, how can I? I've got Matthew with me.
We'll send him back here. We'd love to have him.
No, I think we're better off if we move a little slowly.
Just don't let Vicky come between you two again.
You mean like you did with Dad and Alice?
Yeah.
You two got married to provide me with a home and a family?
It was a mistake, Jamie. It was a mistake from the very beginning.
You loved him.
He loved Alice. Alice was always there between us from the start.
That's what
again, home again, jiggity jog.
Well, don't you fret, dear. I could have this apartment all cleaned and polished in no time at all.
Oh, don't worry about it, Bridget.
Well, now, what would you like me to do with the flowers, eh?
You can flush them for all I care.
Well, how about putting on a nice clean nightgown? And I'll see they get to bed.
Bridget, I'm not going back to bed. I got crazy in the hospital bed. Come on.
I see. So what do you have in the kitchen? I mean, then I can make your dinner.
About half a pizza and some green tuna fish.
Then I guess I better go do some shopping, eh?
No, Bridget, don't worry about it. I'm not hungry anyway.
Why are you doing this?
Doing what?
You promised Dr. Frame that you'd take care of yourself and that you'd let me help you. That's why he let you out of the hospital.
Yeah, sure didn't take much to convince him now, did it?
But if you don't do what you said you were going to do...
Then he'll have to come over and see what's wrong with me, right?
Victoria!
What?
I promised Dr. Frame.
Well, don't worry about it, Bridget. I'm in charge now, okay?
Why did you come out of the hospital?
You really want to know? Because it wasn't working.
You were getting better?
I only saw Dr. Frame when he was playing doctor, and then when Lisa came prancing in, I just decided that when she told me off...
Oh, I see. So you wanted to put yourself and your baby in jeopardy just to get even with her, is that it?
My baby will be fine.
Not this way.
Bridget and Lisa will be better off than me. At least we'll have a mother. I didn't mean...
I did my best, dear.
Bridget, you were the best. I'm sorry.
It's all right, dear. I know what you meant.
Bridget, I wouldn't have had any love if it wasn't for you.
I did love you.
I know.
And I love you now. Even when you act like a selfish little beast.
What?
Victoria, I brought you up. Alone. And you know what?
No.
Those were the happiest years of my life. I loved being with you. I loved watching you grow. I felt alive, dear. And you could have that same feeling, too. But instead, you're ignoring this child that you've got inside of you to play some kind of terrible cat-and-mouse game with Dr. Frame.
It's not fair, Bridget. He doesn't change. He's not pregnant. He's not sick. He's not alone.
That's right. But you're a mother now. You're going to be a mother. You have to take care of your child, dear. You have to. And it will be worth it. Believe me, I promise you.
Was I worth it?
Oh, Victoria. How can you ask?
I love you, Bridget.
And I love you. Now, what shall I do? Shall I help you get to bed? Or shall I go do the shopping?
To do something else?
What's that?
Could you just hold me like you used to?
Oh, Victoria.
I'm scared, Bridget. I'm so scared all the time.
I know. It's all right, dear. Everything's going to be all right.
How could anybody do this to her?
I don't know. How was Mac when you saw him? Hello.
Oh, Mom, I'm so glad you're there.
Honey, it's Amanda.
Is Ada still there?
Is Mom still there?
Yeah, she's with Allie. Mom, there've been reporters.
At the loft?
Yeah, they've been banging on the door. They've been calling me.
Well, don't let them in.
Well, I haven't. But they won't go away.
Don't let who in?
Reporters are at the loft.
Reporters, damn it.
Look, Sam, I don't want her and the baby to be there. Why don't you go over there and bring them over here, okay?
That's a good idea.
Honey?
What?
Sam is going to go over and collect you and the baby and bring you here, all right? So the porters won't harass you.
Well, tell her I'm on my way, okay?
Sam says he's on his way, so you get some things together for you and the baby, and he'll be there in a few minutes. We'll see you soon. Bye.
I'm gonna go get Allie and Amanda and bring them back here. Then I'm gonna find out who the hell put these pictures in the paper.
I know who did.
What?
I can't tell you.
Rachel, don't play games
I'm
with me
not
right
playing
now.
games. There are other things to consider.
Like what?
If I tell you, you have to promise not to tell Jamie.
What does Jamie have to do with this?
Jason swore he would get even with me for something that happened years ago, and obviously he's found a way to do that.
Jason Frame.
I believe Jason was the one who gave the pictures to the press. He wants to hurt me, Sam, and he doesn't care who else he hurts in the process. Jason could. I'm telling you, he was the one who put those pictures in the press.
Oh, Lisa, hi. I'm glad you're here.
How was your emergency?
Oh, well, he's still stable. Were you waiting for me?
No, actually, I was scouting locations.
Scouting locations? That sounds very Hollywood.
It's for Jake's documentary.
I thought it was for the police department.
Well, it is, but I thought it'd be good to get footage on the police working with the hospital. You know, like your emergency.
Oh, well, a knife wound isn't all that pretty.
It's realistic. And besides, I can coordinate my schedule to match with yours.
Oh, I like that.
So you haven't changed your mind
About what?
about us spending time together?
Not only have I not changed my mind, I feel even more strongly about it now.
How come?
Well, I had a nice talk with my mom about how my dad married the wrong woman to make a home for their child.
And it didn't work out,
Everyone turned out quite miserable,
including the child.
including the child. I'm not going to make the same mistake my father did. No matter what happens, Lisa, I'm not going to sacrifice the woman that I love.
Charlene,
You scared me to death.
I'm sorry.
What brings you out here, Mac?
We're looking for Jason.
What for?
We just want to talk to him.
I see.
It's very important, Charlene.
Well, I'm sure it is.
Is he around?
Yeah. Yeah, he's up at the house. I'll send him down.
Thank you.
Charlene, would you mind coming back with him? We need a witness to our conversation.
He told me I knew everything. He swore to me I knew everything he had done for Marston.
Mac, listen to me. You're very emotional right now. Please, let me handle the questioning, all right?
All right, but get some answers.
Gentlemen, what do I owe the honor of your company? Huh?
You released those photographs to the newspaper.
Photographs? What are you talking about?
You took compromising photographs of Drew Marston with Amanda Corey.
Pitch, I can't remember what you're talking about. Really?
We have Marston's word for it. No point in denying it, Jason.
Mac, I took some pictures. That's all. I didn't give them to any newspaper, and I gave all the negatives and the prints to Drew Marston.
A smart businessman like you must have kept a set for insurance.
The last time I saw any of them was when I gave them to Drew. I haven't even thought about them since
You
then.
expect us to believe that?
Well, you take my word or his. That guy lied and didn't say anything.
And of course, you're a man of your word.
The guy has lied to everybody in town, me included.
How could you do it? How could you stand behind a camera and let that man humiliate my daughter, not move a muscle to help him? How could
Please,
you...
Mac.
The same reason I did the rest. I needed the money for frame construction. But I didn't give any pictures to any newspaper, all right?
Mac, I believe him.
Why?
I think there's somebody else involved. Somebody bigger than him or Drew Marston.
I don't know what you're talking about. This conversation. conversation is over as far as I'm concerned.
Mr. Evan Bates is here. Fine, Hilda. Show him in, and that'll be all. Yes, ma'am.
Here are the files that you asked for.
Thanks a lot. I guess we should go over these together. Oh, sorry. Iris?
Yes?
This is Evan Bates.
How do you do?
Evan, this is Iris Wheeler.
Nice to meet you, Miss Wheeler.
Mrs.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm okay.
Is she all right?
Yeah, I really should take her upstairs and put her down.
Okay, well, I'll go with you.
Amanda Corey.
No, Fowler.
Whatever. She was born on the worst day of my life. It's taken me years to finally get my revenge. And I feel warm all over.
Well, everything is going just the way we planned. Although there is one small question about bailing Drew out of jail.
Leave him to rot. He'll do less damage that way. Besides, he'll be more inclined to follow instructions if he thinks that we're going to spring him. Anything else?
No, nothing. I mean, everything is going just the way you said it would. Chief. Bye.
Wally Kurth spends the day with a soap star. One Day With, every Saturday night at 6:30, part of the Saturday Six Pack.